Hi everyone, it's me, Dr. Whimsy, your naturopathic friend extraordinaire who's been I've been chronicling my journey to be debt free. Um, this does not include my student loan debt, which I chose to handle differently, which I'll talk about another time. But there it is. There it is. The last payment is about to happen. I owe $335.07. My student loan debt will be forgiven in about 17 years, and then I guess I'll pay the interest on that if they come after me on that. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm paying 10% a month of my taxable income. I'm all right with that. And I'm going to be doubling down on my retirement savings as much as I can shove into a 401k and a Roth IRA. I'm going to be doing that so that if I get taxed on the student loans, I will be in a position to do something about it. But what I'm recording here is the last of my credit card debt. I chose to keep credit cards. I have one for the business, and actually that's it. I just use the credit card for the business. I have a small sole proprietor ownership of a naturopathic business. I don't have a secretary. I do it all on my own. I keep my life real simple. But when I started my debt-free journey, I owed $17,000, and I had been coming out of a divorce, and I had moved to Los Angeles where I didn't unfortunately have any friends, and I was pretty isolated. And I was working jobs that didn't really pay very much, and unfortunately, the relationship that I was in didn't had come to an end. So I started my business on my own, and I did it without any help. And unfortunately, I ran into a considerable amount of debt. So it was a difficult time in my life. I went through a divorce. I went into debt, starting my business. It was painful. It was a time in my life that felt very cold, very painful, very lonely, and I cried so many tears. Um, and now all of that's over now, and I have learned how to live below my means, and I have learned to uh, live simply and not worry about keeping up with the Joneses, which is something that there's a lot of pressure in this society to do that. I heard somebody yesterday, he was a political commentator, he was talking on MSNBC, and he said that there is a culture that is emerging in the United States where we are being taught that to be rich is to be righteous and to be poor is to be a sinner. And I think that's kind of sad and very, very true. We have become a culture where we shame people because of how much money they have or don't have. And I think that's sad. And it's really bucking the system when you choose not to go into credit card debt. You choose to live below your means. You choose to live humbly. And you choose to practice medicine in a way that's humble. I don't want to chase after every fad that comes into Los Angeles. I don't think that's my job as a doctor. I just want to be a good primary care physician and live the good life, live the simple life. But I do have fun. I'm rewarding myself, by the way, by coming out of debt. I have rewarded myself for an all-expense paid trip to Europe. I'll be in London, Paris, and Budapest. It's kind of an ancestry tour as well because those are where my people come from. So I'm very excited. I'll be going with my sister. I paid cash for everything, and I'm I'm very, very grateful for everything that I have, and very grateful for the life I have built for myself here in Los Angeles. It's a humble life, but it's a good life, and I'd like to introduce you to my constant companion and my compadre, who has been there from the beginning, since my divorce, since this whole thing started, this debt-free journey. I would like you to meet my closest loyal friend. And there she is. This is Mila, commonly referred to as Michaela Antoinette Claudette. Say hello to, yes, how are you today? This is a homeless cat that was living on the streets that started to follow me around when I moved in with my best friend. I rented a room from her while I got out of credit card debt. And this semi-feral cat became my friend, and together we got out of debt, and we had some interesting adventures. So this is Michaela Antoinette Claudette. All right, let's make this happen. Okay, that was pretty simple. I can now say that Whimsy Autumn Anderson, Dr. Whimsy Autumn Anderson, is debt-free. She is credit card debt-free, and it's a good thing. Okay, for those of you who have been watching Mila and me on our journey to be debt-free, you can do it too. Don't give up hope. Stay focused, fight the good fight, take care of yourselves, live below your means, don't keep up with the Kardashians. I love you all. Thanks for supporting me. It's been a rough ride, and I'm grateful. Take care.